So what's your next? What's your next plan musically?
I don't know, bro. Probably this podcast shit probably the next move, cause the music, like I just telling my peoples, the music not like ain't nobody cut me no check. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Def Jam ain't coming. Yo Gotti done passed out all the checks. You know what I mean? Like bottom line, like, and it costs me more money, coupled with time though. You know what I'm saying? Like it costs me enough money, but I spend enough time that it's like I'm kind of hustling backwards. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel like you ain't went full fledged yet though. I don't think you went like, bro, I'm about to make this album and try to make a push and get everybody behind it. I don't feel like you've done that yet, or even I don't even feel like you care really. So that's why I'm like, I wonder if you care about really making it like toxic with you and Matic.
Right. And so the thing is, like I just told you, right? I'm learning this shit as I go. I'm fumbling the rock as I go and then picking it back up. You see what I'm saying? I don't know how to push. I don't even know the concept of pushing a single until after Toxic. When motherfuckers like, this what you should have did. This how you supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? Where you get to talking to motherfuckers like, cause you know, we, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna say small. We a small city.
Yeah.
We got a big wave right now, but we're a small city. So a lot of this shit, it don't like Sully helped me understand that a lot, right? It's like can't nobody around here help you get where you need to be. Because it ain't nobody around here that got there. This was his thing. You can't find a manager in Kansas City. What he gonna manage you to? Like what does his resume look like? If it's not Trav, if it ain't Trav, bro, then you don't got a resume.
I can't. Sometimes you can just get it just off of the whim. I don't feel like you have to have something. You are already something, bro, right? So if all these other cities, say we just pulled up to all these other cities, and then once they pull you, they hear you, they gonna fuck with you regardless. Then they pull up and see all this other shit. I don't think you just need a big manager with the background of it, because you're gonna speak. Your music gonna speak for itself. The town is behind you. Like, you put niggas in a wall, bro. No Pro Tools, no nothing. Who do you think can rap with you?
There's a couple niggas that I would want to hear rap after I was done rapping. That's what I will say. Like, you know what I mean?
So it's like it's not a so like they gonna fuck with you regardless. So I don't think you
I
just
believe
need
that, bro. I just don't believe. Like, my thing is this. It's all because me and Sully had this conversation a lot, right? And so what happens is, I don't never want to come off as like dismissive or lazy or unmotivated. You know what I'm saying? I'm more so like, I think a lot of times when we had these conversations, the person that I'm talking to get big eyes, but you seeing too far. It's like, bro, that shit costs more money.
Yeah.
It takes more time. And then I gotta start contrasting, right? How much money I'm spending and how much time it's taking me, opposed to other things that I could be doing, right? I got 2 semi trucks, you know what I'm saying, a box truck, I got a car lot. It's like, I'm doing this, but nigga, I didn't miss 5 sales. I ain't booked no loads this week. You know what I'm saying? Where when I look up, nigga, I might have a $25,000, $30,000 month if I'm focused on my businesses that I'm running. Or I might have a negative $20,000 month, but I'm focused on my music and I'm hoping that it pays off in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, all right, boy, you're right. I could hit out of town, but it's going to cost you some more money. You know what I mean? I can do a lot of promo, but it's going to cost you some more money. I could just be jumping on every beat that any nigga send me and snapping, but it's going to cost me more time. Like I explained to a nigga last week, we was talking about the same exact shit. I'm like, bro, you could lock me in a room for 10 days. And nigga, in 10 days, I could give you an album and a mixtape. Good shit, you know what I mean? Like, I give you a mixtape and an album, 10 days, I ain't doing nothing but listening to the beats, rapping, you know what I'm saying? And when I drop that motherfucker, I might do 30 grand in revenue. You know what I'm saying? The time and I'm doing 30 grand.
Yeah, you
know what I'm saying?
Though.
But it's like, shit, I done spent 10. You know what I mean? You want to shoot a video, niggas like, oh, you can shoot a video for $1,000. Like, yeah, but nigga, I gotta go buy an outfit. And I gotta go over to Airbnb, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, and that shit turned into a party. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, $1,000 video gonna be a $3,000 video, $4,000 video by the time I'm done, because you just gotta add in the food that I'm getting for niggas, the clothes that I'm wearing, you know what I'm saying? The Airbnb I'm paying for, the liquor, the drink, the smoke, whatever. So, it's like, shit. I ain't gonna say it ain't worth it. It's more so like,
If you didn't have a life, you got a whole nother life now.
now I got a whole nother life, right? But
Sure.
my thing is like, if I'm running after it, I just gotta see light at the end of the tunnel. That's my biggest thing. Like, it gotta be some light at the end of the tunnel, bro. It gotta be a nigga. Like, if a nigga told me right now, like, man, look, we're gonna cut you the check, and then I was not even on no, like, you know what I'm saying, being extra shit, but it's like, I could do 200 on my own without nobody's assistance, nothing. Like, nigga, I could hit the ground running. You know what I mean? I got enough businesses. Like, I could do 200,000. I could do 250 in a year by myself. Like, can't no label come and say, we'll give you $250,000. Like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, you give me my $250,000 that I got, match that. You know
So
what I mean?
would you tell them then? For they like, well, shit, you say that, but how could you promise me that you can get this back? Why should we fuck with you?
As far as if a label asks me why should
If a
they
label
fuck with
gave
me?
you this, like, hey, all right, we gonna do it. Why should we fuck with you?
I'm gonna give you 2 reasons that, and I done been through this conversation with niggas. Is we doing an interview?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah. This motherfucker loaded.
I ain't know. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna give you 2 reasons. One reason is good dope sell itself. You know what I'm saying? The music is good. You see what I'm saying? And if I'm mathematically right, you know what I'm saying? You give me $20,000, you know what I'm saying, out of 20 different cities, you know what I'm saying? We doing 400 grand. Like, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? That's doable. Those numbers is realistic. Like, I could give you demographics on those numbers. Like, I can give you the cities, you know what I'm saying, that we need to go to where I can, you know what I'm saying? I'll follow Rich. Like, I'll go places where he been, like, because they going to fuck with it off of the strength, you see what I'm saying? But more importantly, I think than the music is the business acumen in general, right? Because you can look over here and see, like, nigga, I know what I'm doing. Like, I know how to, you know what I'm saying, put numbers together. I know how to do business. I know how to create something out of nothing. So my business acumen is worth more than the money that you giving me off the flip. You know what I'm saying? I ain't one of these young dumb niggas that don't know nothing, that ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? That ain't seen shit. So it's like, shit, you can't just say, oh, here go 250,000, and then you start coming and taking your cuts off the back end. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, I'm cool on that. You know what I'm saying?
That's tough. So we spoke about you, the next move. So music. So you kind of conflicted right now in doing it.
Right, I am, now, bro. When it come, I'm more so like this, right? Whenever it come, I put it out. Whenever I feel it, if I hear a beat, I'm like, I like that. I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna drop it. And like niggas like, man, when you dropping the album, it's like, shit, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, when I get into a trance, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, nigga, I'm just keep dropping shit, keep putting shit together to where I can't drop it. You know what I'm saying? Now I got 20, 30 songs, and now I can put an album together. Other than that, it's like, shit, I tell everybody the same shit. Like, niggas I see at the gas station, hey, when you gonna drop, man? When you dropping some new shit? I'm like, bro, go buy the old shit. Like, I know you listen to it, and I know you heard it. I know you play it every morning, and I know you a fan, and I know you fuck with me. But if you go buy the old shit, you know what I mean, then it'll motivate me. You know what I mean? Like, I'll start looking up my motherfucking numbers, and I'll start seeing, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a nice check, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I might get $1,000 a month, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 700, 800 sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Just off my, you know what I'm saying, royalty checks from Empire. Like, I'll get that shit every month. I don't be, and that's from music, that's from,
back in the day.
You know what I mean? Like, that's from that shit. So it's like, yeah, I could drop some more shit, but now I'm so locked in on all my other shit. It's like, man, I don't got time.
So do you think once you get locked in and receive great revenue from that, it'll give you an itch to? So do you even have an itch to make an album though? Even though I feel like you should.
Yeah. So this is the thing, right? For that reason right there, like that reason right there is the itch that I'm like, I'm gonna make an album. Cause it's like people like you, everybody tell me the same shit. Like, bro, drop, we need that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna give them something. But kind of like how you was just telling me about, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, the time, you know what I'm saying? I need time to do that shit, you know what I'm saying? I need space. I need, you know what I'm saying, like a clear head. I just need, you know what I'm saying, the right circumstances, you know what I'm saying, the right environment. And right now, shit, willy-nilly, you know what I mean? Like everything is everywhere. Like it took me a lot, you know what I'm saying, to build my businesses up, to build all of this shit that I got, you know what I'm saying, to the point that I got it. I got a brand new baby. I just be on some shit like, man, sometimes I might grab me a cup, you know what I mean? I go downstairs, fuck around, you know what I'm saying? I got little shit, little, you know what I mean, 16s here and eight, you know what I mean, 8s over here, shit, ideas and brainstorming, but it's like I think, you know what I'm saying, it's just, it's more about, for me, it's more about just going with what I know right now.
Do you kind of wish you can get out of music, low key? Like, because you two gun, right? So you have to walk around as two gun, and then you got to walk around as Kevi, the businessman, the father, the this, the that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you live in two different people. Like me, I can go outside, and if I never did music again, nobody would give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that for real.
But that's the thing, right? I can. I'm going, like niggas is going to. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of niggas is going to. That you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what it ends up being. I seen a real, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, well, you know what I'm saying? When you gonna stop doing music? And it was like an old jazz player and shit. He like, you don't stop doing music, you just run out of music. Like the music don't be in you. Like you get all the music that's in you out of you. And then that's just it. You know what I mean? Like it ain't no, you know what I'm saying, stopping type shit. But I still get these little itches that need to be scratched. You know what I'm saying? I still hear this shit and I'm like, ah, snap on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I still, you know what I mean, get in my bag sometimes. I just think like, man, what I was looking for out of music then kind of already passed me up, you know what I'm saying? It might have been the jail shit that I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, that was the shit that kind of slowed me down. But it's like, whatever I do now is like just for me or for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, and whatever happened after that is cool. Like, I'll be content if I gotta spend my own money, drop an album, and I just get my money back and put it in my pocket, you know what I mean? Like, whereas before, my thing is like, nigga, I'm finna just go crazy. Like, somebody gonna bring me a check. Somebody gonna have to cut me a check. Like, this shit
I think that's where you gotta go to.
You know
if you do it, I think that's the route you. Because you're gonna be, you're not looking. That's your hunger right there. That's you right there. This is what we gonna get. You're gonna do you, opposed to looking for a check. You're gonna do the music, and then a check gonna come. I feel like that. I really truly feel like that, especially with all these arguments. And the Kendrick, I think you feel like that too, low key.
I don't think. Listen, I don't see no. Like, I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth, bro. I don't see no check. I don't see nobody good come out. Like, niggas that's getting the checks, ain't none of them good. Like, they awarding bullshit. Like,
but the niggas is good is not really doing nothing either.
I can't say that because it's so many niggas, bro, that I feel like it's just raw. They not getting no, they doing the same shit I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? They doing podcast interviews, you know what I'm saying? They going on the radar, they going on, you know what I'm saying? But they not getting ain't no label coming through saying, hey, look, we want to sign you.
Do you think they doing enough though to get that though? Like Mozzie, even when Mozzie came out, he was here sleeping on couches doing verses. Like he was everywhere and he was just dropping. You just almost know. There's nobody doing that right now. There's nobody just pushing that hard line for 6 to 8 months. And then if it don't happen, then cool. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody just really pushing.
I feel like
putting it in your face like that. Dope shit too though.
I feel like Mozzie is an exception in this regard. Mozzie kind of created his own way. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mozzie is like a nigga like me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like underground, local type nigga that's hard, you know what I'm saying? And with him having that California, you know what I mean? It's like I tell niggas all the time, bro, we got Kansas City, bro. It's probably 10 Kansas cities in California, you know what I'm saying? the music is going to travel. By the time you popping in Sacramento, niggas gonna know about you in Frisco. Niggas gonna know about you in Oakland. Niggas gonna know about you in LA. Niggas is gonna know about you in San Diego. You gonna have a population influx as far as your music go. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna trickle down to these other cities. In Kansas City, like I told nigga, bro, once you get 50 miles outside of Kansas City, this shit gonna fall on the cornfield. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you make it to St. Louis, they on a whole different wave. St. Louis is more Atlanta, we more Cali. You know what I'm saying? So St. Louis is going, they ain't gonna listen to this shit. They'll tell you that shit hard, but that ain't what they listen to. You know what I'm saying? I didn't been in the studio in Atlanta and niggas like, oh yeah, that shit hard. You know what I mean? And that's cool. I didn't been in the studio in Cali and niggas like, yo, where the fuck y'all find this nigga at? You know what I mean? Like, it's just a different flow. It's a different, you know what I'm saying? Same thing like I tell niggas about New York, just the East Coast in general. You can find a 2-gun Kevi in New York, bro. And that nigga's gonna have 200, 300,000 followers. The population is so much bigger, you got more listeners. You got more ears to fall on. You see what I'm saying? You got more niggas that's gonna fuck with you. You got more niggas that's gonna fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? And then you trickling down, so by the time you get out of New York, you landing in Jersey, you get through Jersey, you landing in Philly, you know what I'm saying? Where you going outside of Kansas City? Like, where the music gonna travel? You know what I'm saying? And the music ain't gonna travel, so it's more so you gotta pick up and go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta pick up and go, cause niggas fuck with us. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, we could go to Tulsa, we could go to Oklahoma City, we could go to Omaha, we can go to Des Moines, we can go to Wichita, Topeka. We can go to these places, but you know what I mean? Like, you gotta kind of hit the road to take that music with you. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas ain't just catching yo, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, this nigga hard. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think the biggest misconception is with you?
That I'm on bullshit. Like that's the biggest misconception with me is like that I come looking for trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't, right? I don't be looking for trouble. I just don't like bullshit. Like, period, point blank. Like, I'm respectful, straight up and down, like, nigga, you know what I mean? Shake a nigga hand, like, all of that. Like, I'm alleviate. Like, I don't like bullshit. I don't like niggas that act tough, because then it's like, all right, now we're going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't like niggas that bully niggas. I don't like niggas that talk too much. I don't like, you know what I mean? So my thing is, like, you might see me on some bullshit. You assuming that I'm on some bullshit, but you don't really know, you know what I'm saying, the background of it. But 9 times out of 10, when I walk into anywhere, like, nigga, you know what I'm saying, humble, respectful, you know what I'm saying, straightforward dude, niggas gonna see me like, oh, man, we don't want no trouble, man. We don't want this or, man, don't come over here with that shit. And it's like, nigga, I ain't even doing that. I'm chilling, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, that's the biggest misconception.
And that's the funniest part of all this. So I think we met maybe in like 98, 99 or something.
Yeah.
So I met you as Kevi.
I was about 13, yeah.
We was this is the hooping and playing baseballs.
Yeah.
Putting bricks as bases. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doing that. So I think I told you this before. I was in the car with my ex. We riding around, she playing some nigga. I'm like, damn, who the fuck is this? She like, oh, it's Kevi. So I ain't thinking nothing of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I hadn't heard nothing. I'm like, boy, this nigga tough. So it might have been maybe an hour later. It just clicked. She said Kevi. I'm like, Kevi? Who's the Kevi nigga? I said, I ain't fucking my cousin. I'm not his. I used to fuck with his cousin or something. She used to fuck with Walls. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So I was like, Kevi? She like, yeah. I'm like, that nigga rap? You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, like, when did this shit happen, bro? We was just hitting slammers. You know what I'm saying? With the bat and the bases. So I was wondering, like, when did that shit start then?
The crazy shit, I tell nigga all the time, it started with T, bro. Like, me and T was like 10, you know what I'm saying, rapping. We had this little shit called the Thunder Crew, you know what I'm saying? We was rapping and shit.
That is hilarious.
We used to have the little tape recorder with the microphone attached, the kid window, the karaoke for the kids, play things, shit. We record our tapes on that shit. This nigga Fast Eddie DJ, DJ named Fast Eddie back in the day. You know what I mean? We used to always try to get a nigga our tapes and shit. Everybody just used to laugh at it. But then when I look at it, it's like these niggas, we was 10, 11, bro. We was kids, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we did, you know what I'm saying? His big brother's like, you niggas boosie, man. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? That was how they handled this shit. Like, so
What made y'all get into it though? What made y'all even do it?
just probably, I don't even remember, bro. We was just like, we gonna rap, you know what I'm saying? And we was just rapping, bro. We was writing this shit down and we just had little shit. We was going back and forth. But this nigga T was like on 10 about this shit. Like, he was like talent shows and all type of shit. Like, I'm like, you know, I would just go down there, we would rap and shit, and then that's
He
just
taking
it.
it serious. He pushing it.
He really pushing, you know what I'm saying? And this is back when I don't know if you remember Casey's Finest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas was doing it, really doing it, like really talent shows, really rapping, really, you know what I mean, performing, like winning talent shows and shit. You know what I'm saying? They had all the bitches and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas was lit. And
Was that Fella Dogs?
who?
Was Casey Finance the Fella Dogs?
I don't remember.
They was around. I want to say it was around that area.
It was
KB.
Jeremy and Mike.
Jeremy,
yeah.
Mike Shields.
Yeah.
Fella
You know what I'm
Dogs.
saying? And them niggas was hard as shit. They just had the whole image and everything down pat. You know what I'm saying?
They was performing at the joint. What's it? The joint? What's the name of the motherfucker on Snob Bar? It was a club on Snob Bar in Raytown, on the corner of Blue Ridge and Snob Bar.
I ain't hip to it.
Fuck, I don't remember the name. But them niggas just performing like crazy in that motherfucker though.
But yeah, so T, that nigga T was just, he was doing this shit, bro. And I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I was just rapping with T type shit. Long story short, I think I told this story before. My mama found the raps, just got in my ass, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is you talking about? You know, you talking about killing niggas and selling dope and fucking bitches and shit. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Call my pops like, you tripping, you know what I mean? Throw that shit away, like. And that was pretty much the end of my career, you know what I mean? When I was probably like 11 or 12, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they shot my shit down early. And
So your first book was your first. You retired.
Yeah, it was like it's over with. You know what I mean?
Then.
Moms wasn't having it. You know what I mean? Pops wasn't having it. I just was like, fuck that shit. And coupled with the fact that I'm watching T like talent show, I'm like, I ain't doing that shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to get on the stage and be in front. I'm cool on that shit anyway. So I'm like, fuck it. You know what I mean? And fast forward like 5 years and shit. You know what I'm saying? Me and Moms had got into it. Me and Pops got into it. So I ended up moving in with T. And so when I'm staying with him, this nigga T, bro, he was taking fucking a computer monitor from over here, a computer from over here, a mouse and a keyboard. It was like he was just putting this shit together like a bunch of bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But he was like focused though, you know what I'm saying? And he was making beats with Fruity Loops, you know what I'm saying? And the nigga was talking about a talent show, man. I'll never forget. The nigga like, it's $200, you know what I mean? And he like, nigga, I'm finna get $200 so I can enter this talent show. I'm like, you know, fucking $200 to get in a talent? I'm cool. Like, I ain't, like, you tripping, but that's how we smoking weed, we chilling. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna rap with you, man. Give me that shit. Put the beat on, you know what I'm saying? Put the beat on. I wrote some shit, playing around, but really wrote some shit. And kind of got that same reaction that you had, like, every time when I played it. Niggas, because niggas had heard T-Rap. We all knew T-Rap. Like, it was like T. Like, so when you hear tape, you expect a T, but after T-Rap, it's me. They're like, who that? I'm like, that's me. They like, boy, that's hard. I'm like, for real? Like, yeah. And I'm talking about random niggas, like niggas that I don't know, you know what I mean? Like,
did you know it was hard at that point?
I didn't know what, you know what I mean? Like, I was just like my thing is like, this is what I'm gonna write, you know what I'm saying? This is what sound good to me, you know what I mean? This is what I think should be said type shit. Didn't know how to structure a song, didn't know what a bar was, didn't know shit, you know what I'm saying? We was going down to Randon's down in Blue Valley. And Randon, we in that motherfucker 4-5 hours, high as a motherfucker. We just writing raps, recording shit, And every time I left, niggas was like, boy, that's hard. You know what I mean? Like, boy, you hard. Like, boy, you better keep doing that shit. And I'm like, for real? Like, y'all for real? You know what I'm saying? And as time went on, I just kind of got more serious about it. You know what I'm saying? More like, just kind of locked in. And I was still staying with them. And we ended up moving. We had a studio in the basement. and we had the studio in the basement. That's when shit got real, because it was just like, I was just down there for days at a time type shit. Like, nigga, go upstairs, eat, come downstairs, smoke, rap. Just keep going all day, every day. And that shit just started trickling. Like, nigga, I'll be just, people would be playing that shit. I'm like, that's my shit. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta get that. You know what I'm saying? And I always tell them, I ain't never really stood outside at the gas station and handed no CDs out or did no shit like that. It was always just, nigga, like, man, burn me a CD. I'll burn a nigga's CD.
That's out.
And now he didn't burn the CD for a nigga. They didn't burn the CD for somebody. Now the motherfucker just out in circulation and shit.
So Top Gun was the first song I ever heard.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, I was tweeting.
So how far in this was this?
That was like, Top Gun was like, I knew.
You in there?
Yeah. When I did Top Gun, it was like, nigga, ain't nobody fucking with me for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my attitude going into Top Gun. Like, so before that, it was a lot of shit that niggas probably had never hear. You know what I'm saying? I was just, shout out to Roller. I was just at Roller shit. I was just at Roller shit with Ruckus. Me and Ruckus just did some shit at Rollers. And, you know, Ruckus like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Keep this D-Roller. He's like, man, I did shit. I got shit. Roller got that shit somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, the old shit, the shit that I first was figuring it out. You know what I mean? Like, we was going to D-Roller shit. You know what I'm saying? We was going down to Randa shit. We was going to Ill Wills. We was going to a lot of places where it's like a lot of music, bro, that's out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Top Gun was pretty much just like, that was when everybody knew who I was.
Was that your vent?
That was, yeah, that was my vent of that era. That was the vent. That was the thing where they like, the nigga that sing Top Gun. Like, you know what I mean? Like that was the one, you know what I'm saying, where niggas was like, God damn, this nigga snapping. I had older niggas from the neighborhood. I'll never forget this nigga Rue. Eric Rue. He was in a car.
Shout out to Eric. I fuck with Rue.
That's my nigga, you know what I mean? So this nigga Rue was in a car, so I'm riding with my cousin, and Rue in a car, and they put the CD in. And I'm just in the back seat, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a little nigga for real, you know what I'm saying? Rue, older nigga from the hood, like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody know what's up. You know what I mean? Niggas know Rue, so I'm like, damn, I wonder what this nigga Rue gonna say. But I don't say nothing, though.
Yeah.
That shit just playing. Nigga Rue, like, you could just see his face, like, turn this shit up. He like, bro, who the fuck is this rapper? You know what I'm saying? And my cousin like, that's him. That nigga turn around like, that's you? I'm like, yeah. He like, boy, this shit hard as a motherfucker. I'm like, yeah. Like, all right. You know what I mean? Like, I got it now. I know what the fuck going on.
So was y'all on that back then?
What? Just the street shit?
Yeah. It was that. Was it that
It was
serious?
that. It was that. When that shit came out, when Top Gun came out, like, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was. That, for me, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, a lot of niggas, you know what I'm saying, that I've been around.
Let me not stop you. Because back then, I feel like niggas was rapping, but niggas really kind of knew each other low-key. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't, so it's like, when certain people hear it, they gonna think it's hella funk. Was it that, or like, we know each other, we ain't, like me and you, we know each other. So if we did do something, say we funkin' on wax, right? So you gonna like, what the fuck, nigga? I've been knowing this nigga since, why he on that?
Well, the thing is,
and then you
right?
respond, or was it like it was on that?
It had went left. So a lot of the shit, I tell niggas, a lot of the shit that made me feel like I was good enough to keep rapping, niggas that I don't fuck with to this day validated that shit for me back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not even say don't fuck with to this day, because, you know what I'm saying, a nigga's so far gone with this shit. But niggas that we was funking with, or it was like, I used to be around RP. Yeah. I used to be around Shep. I used to be around these niggas. So, like, they was niggas that was telling me, like, boy, that shit hard, boy. That nigga, you know what I mean? That nigga hard, boy. You hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that kind of made me like, all right, niggas fucking with it. You see what I'm saying? Whatever happened. And it was kind of like, all right, shit went left, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I kind of just turned you know what I mean? Turned it on them, and niggas like, this nigga, you know what I mean? Like, this nigga rap for this shit. Like, I just talked to the nigga earlier, though, but, you know what I'm saying? Me and Skinny, you know what I'm saying, was cool. Like, we went to school together and shit, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we was definitely mutual like a motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see the nigga, it was all love all the time, you know what I'm saying? It still is now. But when that era shifted, Skinny was like, bro, what the fuck is you doing? You know what I mean? I went in, I did some shit about him. You know what I mean? I was just doing shit. You know what I mean? So my thing was like, I was at the point where I didn't give a fuck because my whole thing was like, whatever happened, happened. And it's just like, I felt like niggas was playing. You know what I mean? Like, y'all playing with me. Like, so now I'm going to turn this motherfucker up. And I was just doing my music thing. But, yeah, it just, to be honest, a lot of niggas tell me to this day, like, it was spicy for niggas anyway, because that's just what it was going on. But the music just, like, amplified.
Oh, fuck.
It just made it worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, now it's just like, nigga.
It's a Kendrick and Drake thing, bro. It's really...
Kendrick and Drake thing. I ain't gonna lie, the Kendrick and Drake thing blowing me right now. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
So speaking of that, it made me think about you and Ron Ron.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck did that transpire? Is it one of the same things? Like, since you was on that, he's the spokesman for
he and I tell niggas this down right. I'm going through the same shit. And I ain't talked to the nigga though in a minute, you know what I'm saying? But when I talk to him, I'm gonna tell the nigga like, dog, my fault. You know what I mean? like, you know what I'm saying? Cause I said some shit about some people.
Yeah.
But I wasn't conscious of like how niggas would take it. My thing was just like back then, you know what I'm saying? And so and then you know the shit hard. Like, you know what I mean? The shit hard. So Ron was on some shit like, now I gotta get in this shit. You see what I'm saying? Because you said X, Y, and Z about A, B, and C. So, nigga, now I gotta jump in the mix type shit. And, you know what I mean? But I never said nothing about Ron. I didn't know Ron. I never said nothing about Ron. I just said something. I was talking about RP now. I mentioned, you know what I mean? I mentioned they older homie's name, but I wasn't really disrespecting him either. You know what I mean? I was really just, it was really just a bar. You know what I mean? And I just kind of flicked, because I don't know niggas, so I didn't never be like, I wasn't never on that. Like, nigga, fuck all you niggas and this nigga and that nigga. It's like, I wasn't on that for real. But,
because you kind of gave respect in that.
You see what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So lyrically though, lyrically, if you not up here with me, you know what I'm saying, then your whole thing is like, nigga,
don't bring that.
Yeah, don't say that, nigga. You shouldn't have never said it. And my thing is like, oh fuck. You know what I mean? So boom, so then Double jumped out there and without being too like, you know what I'm saying, exposing, we went through a lot of shit. And to this day, that nigga gave me a lot of the best information or advice that I got in my life. In the midst of the bullshit. And I used to be like, nigga trying to little boy me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but he telling me what's real. Like, he telling me like the truth about a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, you better, you know what I mean, get your motherfucking life together. Like, nigga, you know what I mean? Like, so a lot of shit that he was saying, like, now that I'm grown, I'm like, damn, that nigga, like, Double said that shit. Double told me this back then. Like, he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, he definitely knew what the fuck he was talking about. He definitely, you know what I'm saying, was, and I never forget the nigga had told me some shit, bro. And I you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tip my hat to the nigga, but I used it against the nigga. Young, just whatever, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. But the nigga said, like, bro, like, I got a family. Like, nigga, I got kids, nigga. I got a life. Like, nigga, you fucking with my life. Like, nigga, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, you better leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean? That was the whole spiel.
The funny thing about that is, I see you doing that now.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I said I owe the nigga an apology, because I'm like, I see.
Last Sunday, I'm like, what is he doing, man?
But this the thing, like,
I don't know what though. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, check it out. Same exact shit, right? So when it happened, I'm like, this is probably how he was feeling. Because his thing is like, nigga, I'm doing shit. I'm moving up. And you trying to pull me back into some shit that I don't want to be in. Like, that I already made it out of in a sense. You see what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I don't want to, like, nigga, I got money, time, energy, life invested into this. Like, why is you fucking with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, and now you gonna make me crash all the way out, and I'll lose all of this shit, and I don't even want to do that. Like, you know what I mean? And it was. I could just imagine how frustrating it was for him, because it's frustrating for me now. The difference, I think, is he just more militant in a regard that he just like, all right, I know how to handle this shit. And I'm more just direct and just like last Sunday. My thing is like, bro, this me for real. Like I like the shit you talk. Like I get on here and talk so much shit to so many people for so long. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you will never get a word in.
What got that reaction though out of you though?
The humble shit, cause I be on some like, man, I ain't on that. Like, because I really be pulling a page out of Double's book and telling niggas like, bro, you better, you know what I mean? Like, tighten up, man, get your shit together. Like, all right, I see niggas is on what they on, but I'm telling you, you know what I mean? Like, that ain't for you. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. You know, I don't want to disrespect nobody gangster. But at the end of the day, I'm just like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, go to the.
That's what I'm saying. What make you even have to respond?
What made me have to respond?
Yeah, you already know who you are, right? So you responding is a big deal.
No, listen, because you poking a bear. So my thing is this.
Gotcha.
Me responding, me not responding.
Yeah,
me not responding is a big deal.
Yeah.
Me responding is light work. Like, I do that shit every day. Like, you can't fuck with me in no way, shape, or form. Like, I'll get on some big me, little you shit, and I'll just, you know what I'm saying? I'll just, whatever, however you want to do it type shit. You know what I'm saying? And you see, you know what I mean? And I'll play chess. So it's just like, nigga, I'll start moving pieces around this motherfucker sacrifice of pawns. And a nigga be like, this nigga, ah. It's like, if you thought you was mad before the live, like, wait till your ass look up after the live. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna be hot. You know what I'm saying? So just kind of taking a page out of that. You know what I'm saying? But looking back on it, it's like, you know what I'm saying? When we just having a grown man conversation, it's like, bro, we got a lot to lose. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of shit going on. Like, I don't want to, you know what I mean, crash out. Or go back and forth, you know what I'm saying, about no dumb shit with nobody, you know what I'm saying? But at the same token, it's kind of like this the lane I created. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like, ain't nobody gonna move me out the way type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
do you think it's that, or could y'all ever have a conversation?
Nah, because a nigga dumb. And it's like, I don't want to talk to no nigga that's dumb. Like, cause you don't want to have no understanding. So I'm saying, like, yo, like, you not here because we got a misunderstanding. You here because I can get 300 people to tune in on live. You here for the clout, and you ain't here.
Do you think it's a respect factor in it all, though?
In what regard?
That you with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's a look up to you thing, but like it's me now.
At the end of the day,
you know
like,
what I'm saying? Do you think it could be a like?
It could
this
be,
ain't
but
that, bro. Like I'd fuck with you,
bro. I'm gonna tell you what nigga.
With you
I'm gonna tell a nigga what nigga told me, bro. That nigga said, bro, you Sprite, I'm Coke. We both the shit. Like, everybody love both of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't even feel the way that you felt if you didn't have a resume for whatever the fuck you got a resume for. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no random nigga just, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you feel like you big dog. Whether you are or not, that's another conversation. But the fact that you feel like you big dog means that somebody done validated that for you. You know what I'm saying? You good. You don't gotta go against me. You don't gotta, you know what I'm saying?
And
like, you don't,
and that's my thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like you,
So
but you don't gotta go against me to validate, you know what I'm saying, yourself. But if you do go against me, like, then I'll show you why we on two totally different levels, you see what I'm saying? And I don't see none of that shit. Like, that'd be the thing. I think niggas really cut a page out my book and they really reading, you know what I'm saying, from the script that I wrote. And they just ain't putting the work in that I put in. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you ain't, like, you cutting a page out my book, but you ain't reading these other books that I read. You see what I'm saying? All you getting is a piece of what I'm giving you from, you know what I mean? I got a whole storage of information over here that I'm pulling from, and you just pulling from what I'm putting down. And so we ain't gonna never see eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna never be on the same page because your values, you don't value the same shit I value. You know what I'm saying? With
all this is gonna sound crazy, and I'm gonna say pause before you niggas even chop this up and even do this. So, and I feel like it's an important time at this time. So you go home, you know, you relax, you get in the shower. What is the thoughts in your mind in the shower? Pause. Super pause.
What? Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying?
Nah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
This is where you didn't wind down and you and this motherfucker like shit. Just life. Because
bro.
you got life, you got rap, you got you got to uphold all these standards at a high level. You can't go outside. You can't get a flat. You can't just
Bro,
go to McDonald's. You can't go and
like
you.
I, w- I was just we was talking about it on live. You know what I'm saying? Like I made it this far. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to make it seem like extreme. It's really not extreme as it's gonna sound, but it's living and dying. Like
For
that's
real.
it. You know what I'm saying? So my thing be like living and dying, bro. You know what I mean? And that don't mean that my life is on the line every day, and that's not what I'm trying to. It's like that's how I got here. You know what I'm saying? Like that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Living and dying. That's what got me through all of my shit. So when I get home, you know what I mean, wind down, whatever, shower, whatever it is, when I'm thinking and you know what I'm saying, I got my thinking cap on, it's kind of like surviving. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm doing well for myself, but it's more so like what we gonna do tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know what I'm saying, the baby, or what I'm gonna do as far as these trucks, or you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really got the luxury to wonder, you know what I'm saying? I kinda gotta have that shit mapped out, you know what I'm saying? Like shit. Tomorrow, this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen, this is gonna happen. This is what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Everything's safe, everybody's safe, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever the case may be, it don't really be about like I don't really go into la la land that much. You know what I'm saying?
There's influences musically. Who was your influences then, and who was your influences now? Just five. It can be R&B, it can be rap, it can be just whatever your influences was then.
Um,
Or it could be your
then
grandma. It could be you know what I'm saying.
then just coming up, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's rich. It's rich first and foremost, kind of like ahead of the pack. You know what I mean? Mess, 40, Jay-Z, um, and like Pac, but not necessarily musically. Pac, I fuck with Pac music, but Pac was just more so personality wise. I was just always like in
I can
awe
see
with
that.
that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that was that. You know what I'm saying? Now it's my little brother, Tez, you know what I'm saying? It's my little cousin, Jalen. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's the fans, like the people that fuck with me, you know what I'm saying, on a daily basis. It's Suli, you know what I'm saying? And like shit. Pretty much I wanna say like specific motherfuckers, but I guess they fall into like the category of the fans. But that's pretty much like now it all comes eternally. It all comes from like internally, it all comes from like people that's like, nigga, gotta do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like they influenced my little cousin and my little brother, they influenced the live shit last week. Like, bro, all you gotta do is get on there and say woo. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. But, you know, enough pride in poking, it's like, all right, fuck it, we going live. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. Like now, because it's niggas that's telling me, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I get, you know what I'm saying, love from everybody that you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Greg will call me and be like, bro, we got, like, come on, come fuck with me, you gotta get in here, you know what I'm saying? Steve, like, bro, come back, you know what I'm saying? B, like, it's like all the engineers fuck with me. They all know, like, they all like, nigga,
And
we,
even beyond the engineers, I feel like you or one like if anybody could do it, bro. I feel like you were the one who could make a project and everybody would stand behind it.
yeah.
Minus all the fuck shit and the bullshit. If we all came up with like not a conference call, but like one big pack, like, hey, whatever we got to do, let's one big run. If it don't work, cool, and it's fuck all y'all.
Bro,
Fuck
I
all
believe,
of us.
listen, I believe that if I just don't, I believe that it could be done, but you would have to take the onus off of me. You see what I'm saying?
It won't be on. Yeah,
And
it won't be on you.
that's
We
kind of
just
what I
let
was
you
saying
create.
toward. You see what I'm saying? That's what I was saying towards
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
beginning. My thing is like, everything that you saying about expanding and popping and making the people listen and somebody cutting the check is like, it could be done. I can't do it. I can write the raps. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can book the flight. Somebody can, you know what I mean, build the relationship. Yeah. Somebody can, like, you know what I'm saying? You get a group of motherfuckers together and everybody play their part. You know what I'm saying? It could definitely be done. But aside from that, it's like, shit.
On another surface, people want, like, I would spend so much time like, bro, yeah, nigga really cool. For real, once you meet him. I be having to explain that shit so much. But I don't have to. But it's just like, you get stamped a certain way, so it'd be like, no, nigga, like,
you see
just meet them there, bro.
It'd be a lot of females, bro. A lot of females are like, I don't know, like my baby mama right now, with my girl right now. She hate when I call my baby mama, but my girl right now, like, you was just so mean. You always look so evil, and I just didn't want to. And it's just like, I don't really, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really know how to not, you know what I mean?
You but turn that off or on.
Yeah, but when you see it, it's like it's always all love and majority. Like, I ain't gonna say like everybody I meet, you know what I'm saying, say the same thing. Like, damn, bro, you hella cool. Like, I ain't think you. I was like, yeah, I'll be chilling for real.
Man, it go this deep. Like, even when we performed at the awards, like. Boy, y'all, I'm not gonna get some churches, nigga. Y'all want something to eat? A lot of niggas wouldn't do that. They wouldn't think you would even say that, like, to feed everybody. Though,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
Off the flip.
Like, even Rob says you blessed him.
You
know what I'm saying? I'm like,
yeah.
See, I told you, I hate to have to do that, but it'd be like, so just go and that, like, he really respected the fuck out of that.
But you know what I'm saying? Bro, I respect the way his resolve, because he been for a minute like, bro, fuck with me, bro. I'm like, yeah, I got this, I got that. Give me, you know what I mean? And it's like, it was never, you know what I mean? Like, it was never on purpose with me, but from him, it was never like, man, fuck you, nigga. I ain't about to keep on at you. Know what I mean? It was just like, man, whenever you get some time, bro, like anytime, like, you know what I mean? Much appreciated, bro. Like, ain't no rush, it ain't no pressure. You know what I'm saying? And when he came, I'm like, bro, send it. And it'd be shit like that. You know what I mean? It'd be shit like that.
Funny part about that, bro, me and my daughter went to his house and listened to his album. So, I'm going to say it. I don't know if he liked how I critiqued it as much. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's cool, but you got to add some, take something off. You got to, you know what I'm saying? It's something. My daughter's like, I don't know, I liked everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, she said that ain't me. I'm just telling you from the listener, because I know how I do it. You know, if 1, 2, and 3 sound the same, one of these gotta be off. Take all the filler off now. Like, anyway, but he hit me up, said he hit you up after that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, I hit up Gun. So the timing of it. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't have happened. I'm not gonna say I was.
But it's like
the reason, but
you
like
gotta tell a nigga though.
It just be that, like, I love those music stories.
Yeah.
So if I hadn't said it, he probably wouldn't even have did an extra song, because he was content with keeping everything the way it was.
The same situation with Shadows and Stones though, because this nigga called me over, some like, man, I need a 16, man. I'm like, all right, man. That motherfucker about 32. I'm like, God damn. I said, this nigga. But in fairness, right, I couldn't have stopped writing if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just kept, I wasn't done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't done. It just kept coming out. It's like, you know what I mean? And to be honest, bro, I told you about that. Like, nigga, I went to Detroit to do the On the Radar. You know what I'm saying? To do the On the Radar freestyle. And I got a partner I was locked up with, you know what I'm saying? He from Detroit. So when I landed, you know what I'm saying, he came pick me up, all of this shit, you know what I'm saying? And he got a cousin that's in Detroit. I don't know the nigga, you know what I mean? I ain't never met him a day in my life. And he like, yeah, I'm picking my mans up from the airport when I was telling you about, you know what I'm saying? He like, the song you let me, he like, man, put that nigga on the phone. And they like, bro, that's Shadows and Stones, bro. He like, bro, listen.
Shit.
I swear to God, he said, bro, listen, bro. He said, yesterday, bro, I called my cousin and I didn't know what I was gonna do, bro. I swear to God, bro, I was ready to give up, bro. I didn't know what the fuck to do. He said, I heard that shit, bro, and I'm like, bro, who the fuck is this nigga? And he told me, bro, he said he was coming and he was picking you up from the airport. He like, bro, listen, I'm telling you, that shit changed my life yesterday. I swear to God. He said, yesterday, that shit changed my life yesterday, bro. Like, nigga, that's the hardest shit, bro. I appreciate it, bro. And I'm like, damn, all the way out of town, nigga don't know me from the can of paint, you know what I'm saying? Nigga don't know nothing about me. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just on some shit
I
like.
didn't even think, bro, because when we did it, it was my intro, low key. So that's why it was hella bars.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking to put Big just on the hook, and that was it.
And ride it
Me and
out.
Big was supposed to work like 7 years ago. For my wedding, I wanted him to sing at the wedding, do a verse for a song I had. He was like, I can do the hook, but I need a verse too. I'm like, nigga, it's my wedding. Why the fuck would I want you to do a verse
Yeah.
on a wedding song? So I just kind of shot it. I fuck it. So I did the song, and I was gonna originally get Love Macy on it.
Oh yeah.
She wanted 250. So I'm like, let me shop around before I do this. I hit up Big. Hey, I got this going. He was like, hey man, just give me 250. I'm like, damn, that worked out. So once we did it, it was hard. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, we gotta make this motherfucker. We gotta make the song bigger. I don't know how we gonna do it, but we gotta. Then it clicked. I'm like, I'm gonna hit up Kevi, see what it. So I'm gonna hit up Kevi. Oh yeah, please, man. I done sent him 4 or 5 joints, and he ain't even did them. Man, what did? And you know, so and then the rest was history.
Yeah.
But everybody, Nick, Greg hit me up like, bro, why you ain't promoting Shadows and Stones, bro? People are fucking with that. I'm like, bro, nigga, I ain't seen nobody. I ain't even posted it. I ain't seen nobody post that. He was like, bro, all the little dudes on my page post that shit almost every day. I'm like, nigga, what? So that shit is. I didn't even think that was gonna be that.
Bro, that shit big. I knew it was when I was done with my verse. I knew what it was. I'm telling, bro, I'm like, this shit gonna be crazy. Like it was just too. It was too raw. You know what I mean? It was too. It had too much emotion in it. I'm like, yeah, this shit gonna be crazy.
That's nuts. We got so much more to talk about. This is crazy. I'm gonna end it on this. So if you can give any advice from anything you done been through or to the next you, what advice would you give?
Man, I just this is what I'm gonna say, right? Like, just be authentically you. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I think that's the most important part to all of this shit, because if you don't, you'll start getting lost in perceptions that other people got about you, and then it'll start creating doubts that you got about yourself, and then you'll be at war with some shit that ain't even real. You see what I'm saying? Like some shit that don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? And that be my biggest advice to niggas. Like I told a nigga before, one of the interviews we did, where it's like, you know, everybody got their superpower, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got the thing that they do best. And it's like, when you figure it out, just stick to it. And I tell it all the time, like, bro, I'm smart. I think fast. I'm logical. I use that to my advantage. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta be the toughest nigga. I don't gotta be the you know what I mean, most notorious killer. I don't gotta be none of that shit, because it's like, you get the toughest nigga, you put him in a room with me, I'm gonna outthink you. You know what I mean? You get the most biggest, baddest. You know what I mean? Like I can think quicker, faster, better, and you know what I mean? May the best man win. You know what I'm saying? Like may your shooting, you know what I mean, your aim be better than, you know what I mean, my thought process, and maybe not, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I don't think, you know what I'm saying, like, and you gotta have that mentality. Like I don't think nobody can fuck with me, so that's just how I carry myself, bro.
Kendrick or Drake, who you got?
I just told Head the other day, bro. If we just talking bar for bar, ain't nobody fucking with Drake. If you talking politics, ain't nobody fucking with Kendrick. Like, period. Like, if you talking rap game politics, ain't nobody fucking with Kendrick. If you talking bar for bar, can't nobody fuck with Drake. So, I will say this.
You got Drake bar for bar over Kendrick?
Yeah. Bar for bar over anybody, for real. Like, I don't see nobody fucking with him. Like, lyrically, he puts the shit together too well. This what I will say, though. Kendrick did exactly what I said he would need to do. Is like, you can't just rely on the music. You gotta be war tactical. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm gonna drop when you drop, and then I'm gonna drop again. I got some other shit. You know what I mean?
And
so
he put the pins on the house. I'm like, this nigga crazy.
you know what I mean? When he started doing that, it's kind of like, all right,
he
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm war ready for real. Like, you bullshit. And Drake's initial thing was like, nigga, hurry up and drop. And it's like, all right. You know, like, now niggas is waiting on him to drop. But he just dropped today. He just dropped today earlier. So I'm trying to, Drake.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Yeah. What's
Did
it
he?
called? The Heart Part 6.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't hear.
And he got back in that bag that I want him to be in, because I'm like, that bouncy club flow diss track shit ain't it. You know what I mean? Like, I need you to play some melody, you know what I mean? Like slow hip hop type
So,
shit. You know what
so
I'm
if
saying?
he go on vacation, do he lose?
If Drake go on vacation,
Yeah, he was talking about going on vacation.
I mean, shit.
Within this, you can't go to vacation doing
was
some
like-
shit you started.
Bro, listen, the nigga can't win right now anyway because everybody's against him. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's against the nigga. I feel like it's something else going on though up under all this shit, because it's just like, it's too much. This is too paparazzi. You know what I mean? For a lot of this shit. So I don't know, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Drake gonna be Drake. Like, Drake could really walk away from the battle right now and just go do Drake shit. Some music though, do some Drake music, and motherfuckers is gonna be fucking with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Who you got the best in the city right now?
Me. And then MB. Hello.